I stopped playing Assassin's Creed Origins because I don't have the time to complete a 40-hour MMORPG. I don't mean RPG. A lot of the first reviews called Origins an RPG, but really, it's an MMO. It's all about the level grinding and grinding for materials. It constantly shows you where other players have been. I don't want to play an MMO. I want a linear, single-player experience in the vein of Assassin's Creed 1 or 2. But I think that Ubisoft and I have very different visions of what Assassin's Creed should be. Take, for example, when I was supposed to be hunting the target known as the crocodile. In the first Assassin's Creed, you would do side quests to gain information about your target. Each one was a nice layer that built up to the final mission and make each assassination target memorable. But I honestly couldn't tell you anything about any of the villains in Origins, except maybe for the hyena lady. Origins actually has a nice callback to Assassin's Creed 1 via the informant table. It gives you some side quests to do before tracking down the target. But for some reason, when I got the informant table for the crocodile, 2 out of the 3 quests were way above my level, and the one I could complete didn't tell me anything about the crocodile. That just reinforced how grindy the game is. That, and the free add-on content that reminded me literally every time I booted up the game.
We'll see what never know peace. I will go to the Sarajina camp to learn if there is any truth to this letter.
It would be a mere 10 levels before I could tackle that quest. Every time I finished a main story quest, the next one would be 4 or 5 levels above me. And no matter how stealthy I was, I had a hard time fighting enemies that were 5 levels above me. So I was forced to do side quests to level up. The problem is, most of the side quests are boring. Majora's Mask, one of my favorite games of all time, was all about side quests. Each one was meaningful, and told you a little bit about the cast of characters that inhabited a world full of variety. But Origins, some of them are interesting, but most of them are just boring fetch quests or murder parties. The game does not distinguish between which side quests enhance the main narrative and the quests that are simply there to give you experience points. Even the side quests I thought could have been interesting were ruined by AAA action design. My favorite quest so far was randomly passing by a woman contemplating suicide. She was going to jump off a cliff after the death of her husband. So you have to hunt for a bird feather, because she and her husband like to watch birds. It's a fetch quest, but it's interesting. It was almost a genuine emotional connection. But then the game ruins it by making you kill hyenas while escorting her home. It couldn't just let the emotional moment hang. It needed to make you work for the experience points. And that's what this game felt like. Work. Hunting animals to gather materials to upgrade components, investigating crime scenes, or fetching materials to complete side quests. All of this so I could work my way up to the main story that was honestly not very interesting or compelling. There's plenty to do in Assassin's Creed Origins, but there's not a lot worth doing. That's why this is the first console Assassin's Creed that I will probably not finish, and honestly, I don't know if you should either. Thanks for watching, and mahalo.